Hello.
Hello.
Um, Welcome. This is the Sleepy Insomniac Podcast, episode 7. We have been gone for a hot fucking minute, huh?
Yes, a very long time since August, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
A lot
Anyways,
has happened.
me and Molly have both released a lot of music recently, and throughout however long we decide not to do the podcast for no reason.
Yeah.
Uh, I've had Clowns come out, which I was talking about releasing soon on the last podcast. It is now out, including with a second album, Clowns 2, Clowns Die in Pain. And then there's also a few more releases after that. And I've released a lot of music, and honestly, I think the quality of it's definitely gone up.
Same with mine. I started a new band, Suicidal Ideation. I already released two full-length a B-side album and two music videos, and there's a new album coming out on January 9th. So that's gonna be cool. Um,
Me and Molly also did a collaboration
yeah,
where it's with, what did you call it?
I don't even remember.
What's the band name?
Oh, Monkey and the Meth Head.
Yes. I didn't want to get the name wrong. Sorry.
Yeah,
And the song name is Theophobia. And honestly, I think it turned out well with the great instrumentals from Molly. And I think I mixed it decently well to where it became out to be a better track than I thought it was going to be, anyways.
yeah.
And while on the topic of music, my band Summer Bloom is dead. It is gone from existence.
We killed
Uh,
it.
the reason why I quit Summer Bloom was all the songs like that were ever released with Summer Bloom were mainly about my ex or either way darker things inside my life that's happened. And I just wanted to put those things behind me. It was emotionally draining me writing about those same things over and over and over and over again. So I decided, fuck it. I'm just going to start making music by my name and also release Leadhead, which should make maybe a single this year, some next year sometime. I'm not exactly sure when next year, but you should see some newer releases come out pretty soon.
Yes.
You got anything you want to talk about with new releases?
I already mentioned my new album with Suicidal Ideation. It's called ST. It's just gonna be the self-titled one. It's 11 tracks long, and I actually did mix and do all of the recording in the span of, I think, less than a week. I recorded all of the drums, all of the synthesizer, guitar, vocals, bass. All of that was covered in a week, and then I mixed it over the next week, and it's already done, and it's waiting to be released. So
With my new release, I'm planning on releasing maybe a lo-fi album underneath my name pretty soon. It should be around 13 tracks long, and then it should have maybe a bucks after it. I don't
yeah,
know. Creating two albums that go together like Clowns One and Clowns Two are really hard to do. It took me around 7 months to fully write Clowns Two. So, I mean, with two albums, it's definitely gonna be kind of harder on me. So I think I'm just gonna release a deluxe version after, maybe with five more tracks. But I've been working pretty hard on a lo-fi album. And then after that, I'm planning on releasing maybe like an old type of acoustic album underneath the name of Owen Harvey, which is my two middle names. And it's supposed to be like a dark, maybe like Tom Waits type album.
Tom Waits is fucking sick. That'd be cool. I'm thinking about that right now. I'm like, damn, that would be fucking cool as shit. Hold up.
I even bought a megaphone to like get like that kind of sound. I also have one of those like telephone microphones now.
Yeah. With the direction I want to take my music, I'm kind of going more shoegazer and a mix of like Have a Nice Life X. I don't know. Oh, I also
So,
have one song that kind of like reminisce of Oasis and Blur, like early Damon Albarn. I like that one. That's track number 9. I'm not gonna release the name yet.
all right, all right. I released a song today called "Goodbye Soul Eater," which it's a nice lo-fi song. I think it sounds really good for how long I spent on it. I probably spent like 2 hours writing lyrics and mastering it and recording it, but honestly, I think it sounded pretty good for what low time I really spent on it.
Yeah.
Anyways, we can go into my segment, I guess.
It's the Gavin show time, everyone. Like, let's
Okay,
go, Gavin. It's
let's
the story time with Gavin that we alluded to in earlier episode. Hint episode 3, I think.
uh so here we go. Let's talk about my sleep paralysis, which happened right after. Okay, so I dated this one girl for like 2 weeks, and I broke up with her because she lives in fucking Indiana, and
Ooh,
it's pretty far away, and it's where I used to live, so it's kind of weird. And basically, I went to sleep not thinking anything of it, and this was after like 4 days and not sleeping like at all, and just working
yeah,
on music, so I was already like emotionally drained, and I so I went to bed not thinking anything of it. I woke up probably around 1 in the morning, and it just didn't feel right inside my room. Like I kind of woke up, but I was still like laying down and like barely even awake. And I was like, "Is there someone in my room?" I looked up, looked around. I was like, "Okay, no one's in here." So it literally felt like somebody was like just staring at me from like maybe like a corner or something. It was like the weirdest fucking feeling. But I fell asleep and I woke up probably around 3 or 4 hours later. No, it was probably like 2 hours later. But uh, like I woke up, my vision was very blurry, and all I remember is that I could not physically get up like at all. It felt like something was like pushing me down into my bed. Like I
yeah.
couldn't see anything. Like I didn't see like a black figure pushing me down or anything like that. I just couldn't get up, and it freaked me out. And
It's like
then
your body was numb, you couldn't move anything, and it's like that weird weighted feeling where you're
yeah,
like, oh fuck, I'm stuck here. I can't do shit.
yeah, and then eventually I tried with like all my strength to get up, and then I eventually actually got up out of my bed. I went into my bathroom, washed my fucking face off. I laid back down because I was sleep deprived because I haven't slept. Like this is like my first night sleeping again in like 4 days, and
Yeah.
I went back to bed, and then I had a dream about I woke up in my old house in Indiana, like in my dream, and there was like it was like me like stabbing a rusty knife into my stomach probably like 30 times. And I swear to God, I felt every single bit of pain. And then I died inside my dream. And that's whenever I woke up and said the morning. I took my face off my pillow because I was sleeping on my stomach. And it was just blood everywhere from my nose. And then I looked at myself in like the reflection of like my window, and there was just blood smeared all over my hair, my freaking face, like literally everywhere. Like my nose is literally like gushing blood whenever I got up. And that's whenever I
Ooh.
like permanently got up, and that shit scared the shit out of me.
That's fucking traumatizing.
Yeah. It's so weird because I mean I've had dreams where I die before and then wake up. Like that's a pretty common thing with me. Like
Yeah, same with me.
I've had that same dream of like not really me stabbing myself, but I end up either getting shot or stabbed, or either I end up killing myself inside the dream. But like, and then I wake up. I've had that dream probably around like 40 times this year. But and it doesn't normally freak me out because I'm just used to it. But that one time it freaked me out. And this was probably like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's time for your story time, Molly.
I don't know, what stories can I tell?
Uh,
um,
I don't know. Your channel
oh, I
being
got
gone.
one. Huh? Oh yeah, shit, my channel. YouTube has permanently removed my channel and blacklisted most of my other channel too. And I have no clue why. YouTube does not like me very much and now has gotten rid of my channel I've had since 2017. Um, yeah, so that's a giant setback. And then along with that, I deleted my Twitter because fuck Twitter. I've been canceled on Twitter too many times because of this podcast, and I'm done with Twitter. Fuck Twitter. I deleted Twitter, I deleted Reddit, I got rid of all of that shit. And yeah, let me see. Instagram blacklisted me recently too, so I'm no longer allowed to post on my story. Um, that's unfortunate.
Any reason why your YouTube channel got taken down?
No, actually, I emailed YouTube too multiple times. I yeah, 2 or 3 times, and the third time I didn't get a response back. But the first two, they just said, "Oh yeah, it might have been a mistake. We'll check it out," and then never got back. And then the second time, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's because of guideline strikes." And I said, "Hey, I had one, and that was from 2017 when I started the channel. I even made sure all my other videos weren't like completely bannable, and they're not. They're all music on my channel, anyways. And my channel got deleted for apparently being inappropriate, whatever
Do
that
you think
means.
do you think maybe it was copyright? Because I mean, you did have a lot of covers.
I don't think it would have been copyright though, because I've never gotten a copyright strike on my channel.
Really?
Yeah, I've never once gotten a copyright strike on my channel. I've gotten a guideline strike for endangerment because that knife game video I posted back in 2017, but ever since then I haven't gotten anything.
I mean, like I posted a cover of Nirvana's "Serve the Servants," and it was of like the demo version of Nirvana's version, and like I tried to sound almost identical to Kurt Cobain, like as much as I personally could, and it get copyrighted immediately.
I've
And it
never
was
gotten any of my stuff.
like any cover I've posted besides the new one of my sister's boyfriend's band, Skyway 61, which is an amazing band, by the way. You should check them out. Basically, like, it's gotten taken down. I've put maybe 5 covers on my YouTube channel, and they get copyright strike immediately.
I
I've
haven't
had,
gotten a single one. Like, copyright has never been a problem with me.
I mean, I don't know why it'd be removed then. Do you have any, like, album covers maybe that are inappropriate? I know there's the one of, like the scars on like your arm,
Oh
but
yeah,
like
there's the one of the butchered up wrist. Yeah, that one, but I blurred it out for YouTube on purpose, and that one, no, that one didn't get anything. It barely, because it was unlisted too. It was just available from the playlist, and that means that it would be available for that.
They straight
because
up
there's
monkey
music.
Jones
And
your
also,
ass.
I was verified too. I was a Google partner because I had all of the label stuff and all of the things under my name with copyright.
They
So I
straight
have
up,
no YouTube just doesn't like me very much anymore.
they straight up just like monkey Jones your ass.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I just got my channel deleted and then everybody on the internet turns against me and it's like, nope, fuck you. And now none of my apps work. My phone
Damn.
stopped. I just kind of stopped using it.
You can always become a SoundCloud rapper.
No, fuck that. I was going to do that at one point too. I'm like, no, fuck that, no.
I have, if anyone can actually find, there's 3 old songs with my cousin that I did whenever I was 12, maybe 11, on SoundCloud right now. If you can
Oh, I'm
find it,
fine. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna download them to MP3 and I'm gonna upload them to the record label.
I will personally send you something in the mail if anyone can find them, because I know nobody can find them unless I send you the link.
Watch me find it. Watch me find it.
Also, for your information, my name on SoundCloud was Bowie Sanders. It sounds very like stupid, but I really liked David Bowie at the time. So
Well, hey, at least it's not as bad as my other ones.
what's some of your other ones?
No, I've been in a lot of bands. Well, I've been in a punk band called Metal Tampon.
I mean, that's very close to a band that I started in middle school called I think it was just titled Bloody Pussy.
That was mine in middle school, and then I was in a couple other bands. Cast Down was one of my projects. Suicidal Ideation, Monkey and the Meth Head. Um, oh, I don't know if I want to release that to the public, but I'm not gonna let them know about that. I'll just say I used to make a certain kind of electro music. I'll leave it at that.
Don't try to pull an Oliver Tree and act like Tree never happened.
No, but this time it would not end well, no.
Is the name like inappropriate or something?
Oh no, it's not that. It's just a certain specific genre of which the music was made. I'll tell you after the recording.
Your band name was like, it was probably like Faggot Fetus or something. Honestly,
Oh
that's
no, it
not a
was
bad
nothing
name.
bad. It was nothing bad. It's just purely embarrassing. So, yeah, I'll tell you after the recording's done if you still want to know.
All right. Here is here's an announcement from me about my YouTube. I will be changing my name after New Year's to Gavin Sanders Music on YouTube, since I don't release music with Summer Bloom anymore because of disclosed reasons that I already talked about earlier inside the podcast. But just changing my YouTube name, I think, will just make it maybe like a step up. It already has my name inside of it, so people will be able to find my music easier too. So yeah. I'm gonna light me up another cigarette.
I just died. I'm gonna get me some Tampico Blue.
Imagine drinking Tampico.
Hey, I got it at Dollar Tree. Don't question me. Drinks are good. We're having a snack break. Intermittent.
I got like 3 Cokes right here.
I just have a massive water that I got at Dollar Tree that says Nirvana naturally green water.
That's pretty lit.
Uh,
You know what shit?
huh?
Oreos are absolutely disgusting, and nobody can change my mind.
I was just about to say I just got lemon Oreos. They're really good.
Fuck you and your lemon Oreos, you fucking fairy cunt.
Lemon Oreos are nice.
No, fuck you.
Hey, leave me my lemon Oreos, my limited edition everything bagel with cream cheese, kettle cooked Lay's alone, and
Hey,
I'm gonna
anything
go.
kettle
Yeah,
cooked is so much better in chip form. I'm just saying.
yeah, it really is.
Also, the baked ones, like
So much
Flaming
more
Hot Cheetos
flavor.
baked, best shit ever.
Bakes are better. The bakes are better. Wow, time to bring up a sponsor.
Wow, nice timing.
Yeah, totally. Totally nice timing. Let's just segue into this now. Um, I'm just gonna word it like this. Shout out to High on Nature for this great GSC Delta 8 cart indica. Good brand. Go check them out. They make good Delta 8 products. Very nice.
Lit.
Very nice. Quality stuff.
I'm not allowed to say that I like them because it's illegal where I live, but
Yeah, you're not allowed to take anything.
my opinions are not convenient. The rest of it just says open up for discussion. So, what do you want to discuss?
Um, oh, I know what we could discuss. What are your opinions on how everything has been this last year?
I think it's gone by way too fast. I felt very lonely. I've just been sitting inside my room, just recording songs, making songs. It's about it. It's hard to write whenever you literally have nothing else to write about, and that's just all I've been experiencing for the past year.
Yeah, I would say 2021 was the year that broke me. It's my Joker moment. It's my Simeon Jimmy time. I've broke. It's broken me. I'm no longer around. 2021 has just slowly withered me away over time mentally, and it's like I don't even know who I am philosophically anymore. It's cool. I don't know what to say about this year. It's not good. It went by way too quick.
I had this weird phase where I got into like tarot cards and shit for like a solid month, and I was like, "This shit's bullshit." It's like
That's
your,
what happened with me.
it's
Like
like,
dead ass.
it's like your life is gonna get better in the next week. Literally, not sitting inside my room debating on killing myself because I have no reason.
But that wasn't with me. With me, it's like, oh shit. I would get like a necklace that was supposed to make me like have more luck. And I'd find shit on the floor. Like I found a $2,000 keyboard on the floor on the side of the road that just said free, please take. I'm like, oh shit, bet. And then I walking down the road and I find an empty wallet on the side of the road with no information in it with a $5 bill. I'm like, oh shit, there we go, $5, boys. Let's go get some snacks. It's stupid.
I don't know.
I
With
don't
me,
know.
it's just bullshit. It's hard to wrap around my life because I mean, I've just been like, my life is quite literally like inboxed in this room that I'm in. Like, it's literally where I spend 24 hours a day, literally just doing nothing. And
Mine
that's
is
just how
chaotic
it's been.
because mine is just, oh wow, studio room that I have. It's my little project, my me space. This is where I'm gonna society for a little bit. And then when I leave, I'm a different person. I'm just mentally I'm different around other people. Like I have a different personality for each person I'm around. And it just depends on who I'm with is what energy I'll give around.
With
I'm
me,
making no sense.
with me going out of my room basically either means my grandparents are going to tell me to do chores, which always happens. It's kind of exhausting because like none of my other siblings want to help my grandparents, so I have to do basically everything. in my house. Like I have to literally clean the entire house sometimes with no one helping me, and it's kind of shit. But and then me actually leaving and seeing friends definitely helps me like in a mental state way better than I thought anything else would. But at the same time, like even whenever I'm over with my friends, I'm like there's always like a thought inside my head that are like they don't give a shit about me. There's no reason to even be here right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the same thing with me.
And it's been like that for like almost like an entire year. And like the fact that so I have like the word suicide like embedded or actually do it. And I swear
Yeah.
on God I would never do it. But I've never self harmed or anything like that. But like it's just like embedded into my head to where it's like not healthy at all for me. And it's hard to do shit anymore because of it.
You see, with me, it's there, and I would actually try that shit. I would do it if I had the opportunity, and I'm like, damn. I like right now, I'm like, if I know I'm gonna be able to live another day, fuck it, I'll do it. But it's like, damn, if I have that opportunity, and I'm like, okay, damn, I can jump off this bridge right now. Nothing's gonna stop me. I'm not in a good state.
I think I'm getting better.
I
I
think
mean,
I went from really fucking good, and then I dropped a bit, and then I went boom, 2021. This is going to be the best year ever, and then it dropped a bit, and it stayed at mid range. It's like at the Gorilla's point, phase one again of Damon's life, where it's just like, oh shit, I just dropped again, and it's kind of hard, but I'm going to work my way back up, and it's kind of fun. But then again, I kind of hate it.
with me, it's like, so in 2020, I felt amazing. Like, I didn't even think about suicide, like, at all, which normally, like, in 2019, I normally would every single day, like I am now. But, like, in 2020, I had a girlfriend, things were going good. And then in December of last year, me and my ex broke up, which left me in 2021 feeling like a lonely piece of shit.
Bro, that was the same thing
For
with me because my ex
oh,
left me in 2019. I mean, the end of 2020 in December.
I mean, it left me just like mentally destroyed. Which this year, that's where all my music came from. Like Summer Bloom one, if you listen to the lyrics, full on rant about me just hating my ex, hating my life, hating my childhood, hating literally everything. There
That's
was
like all music now, too.
there was quite literally nothing positive on Summer Bloom 1. But then when Change came out, which was the next album after that, it was like, okay, I'm getting better. I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
this anymore. And that's where songs like All Said and Done came from, and I'm 16 and Confused came from. And like, as soon as, and then I started writing songs like on Clowns 1, like a new beginning, because I thought I could change around my life just like that. And I could just make myself feel better. And that's what Clowns 1 kind of was about. Like with the song Smile, like literally the chorus is smile even if you don't want to. I frown all the time, but I just hope I die. And it's like it's literally just like telling myself to smile over and over and over again. And that's where like the clown thing came from, where it's like me but with like a thing over me, like maybe like makeup or something like a clown would have, to where you seem happy, but underneath you're just like mentally like ruined. And and that's also where Clowns 2 came from. But now that I'm releasing other shit in a more positive note, I'm actually somewhat getting better, and there's a lot of meanings behind a lot of my songs, but it's hard to go through all of them.
Yeah, that's the same with me. Except mine's different in a way. Because when I all of my music for Suicidal Ideation was all been improv. It's all just I'm gonna record this in one take. If I fuck it up, it's fucked up. It's not gonna be on the album. If it goes well and I am able to record this song, good for me. It's on the album. So all of my stuff with Suicidal Ideation is all completely off the top of my head. I come up with all the lyrics while I'm playing the song for the first time, and then afterward, it's like, oh shit, these have meaning, and then I have to look over it and find meaning in it afterwards. But it's cool. I like it. It's kind of like leaking my brain out on into a recording and then looking back onto it going, oh shit, this is how I was feeling in this time when I was recording this song. It's cool. I don't know. My brain isn't functioning right now at the best
See,
capacity.
from the age of like 10, I've never gone an entire year without dating quite literally anyone. But in 2021, it was like that, besides that one person I dated for 2 weeks. But I mean, I literally felt nothing to her. It was like we weren't even dating. She just asked to date me, and I said yes. And then it went on for like 2 weeks of her just saying random shit and me not giving a shit about it, if I'm being honest. And that's not dating somebody. That doesn't fucking count. And I went basically this entire year without dating anyone, which is kind of weird for me because normally I date somebody, I get really attached to them way too fucking quickly, and then we break up. My mental state goes down until I start dating somebody. But like, it's like I date girls, and like I don't know, just having somebody there to know that they're there for you really helps my mental state a lot, which kind of sounds like I'm depending on a girl to be like my therapist or something. But no, I don't really talk about that kind of shit with somebody I'm dating. But at the same time, it's just really weird going an entire year with just being lonely as it is, you know?
Yeah. This year also I met a lot of people because I finally get it like started to go out a lot more. So I started to meet more people. Like I started going to the west side of New Mexico, which I live in Albuquerque and I live in the decently it's ghetto, but not really because all the old people live there. If you go a little bit over to the left, oh shit, there's schools constantly getting shot up and all that shit, and constant police sirens every night. But it's not bad because nothing bad ever happens to you. It's just always there in the background. You never experience it yourself, but it's like, oh yeah, it's there. Um, yeah, I started to meet more people, actually do more things.
I
Maybe
mean,
I don't know.
with my school, I've been talking to. I don't know. School is a good distraction from my life, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
with me, I view school as just like an oh fuck, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna act this way for these people. I view school as a game at this point.
I've been talking to a lot more people around the school because, like, sure, I love my friends. Most, like, some of them, I'm pretty sure don't really give a shit about me. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to do that to them. But, like, there's a few of my friends where I'm just like, why am I even talking to this person? Because I know they don't give a shit about me. So I've been kind of like not talking to my friends as much and going around talking to newer people. And doing that has really helped me in a certain way because when you talk to new people, there's new things to talk about. You experience new things, unlike just talking about the same old boring shit with the same people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Have you been feeling like the world is too small recently? Like isolated wise?
Not really.
I don't know how to explain this in like a normal sense, but I've been feeling like everything's been too isolated, kind of like a liminal space in a way. It's more of I feel like everything is too small, there's not enough time. So everything I do is limited and everything I do is going to be judged upon and everything I do would be a risk of me fucking everything up. I don't know.
With me, like in school, like I don't act like myself. I try to act more positive to where it's almost like I'm like acting in a sort of way to where it's unconscious. And I think that's why most of the people in my school like legitimately hate me because like I'm literally just acting out and trying to be funny, which obviously isn't a good thing. Because when you try to be funny, you're not funny. You're just that one cringy fucking teenager just sitting in the corner making random fucking jokes that aren't funny at all. And
Bro,
I
that
think
used to be me. Guess what I did in seventh grade?
what?
Um, stood on the urinal, right? T-posed, proceeded to sing the Halo theme song with my voice crackly voice that was fucking high pitched as hell, and then moaned. Walked out the bathroom, had two girls walk up to me and said, "Hey, we know what you're doing in there, man. You're gonna get AIDS." And I laughed and said, "You don't know what I did," and walked away. I used to be the fucking cringy ass motherfucker.
I'm that kind of person who like walks around like just telling all my friends like, "Hey, your mother's got a prosthetic pussy." Like, I still think it's funny, but I mean, whenever you say it like 300 times, it's not funny anymore. But then like
That
once I get like a new catchphrase to say or something, like I used to say fair enough a lot. And I ended up saying fair enough like after literally everything. And once you get like a new catchphrase to say, you end up saying it like a million times to where it's not funny anymore. And then your friends start saying it. So whenever you stop trying to say it, they say it, and then you it goes into like this huge fucking rinse and repeat of you just like saying the same old shit again and again. And it's just not funny.
yeah. With my group, it went from let me see. We had the joke of snake AIDS, and then we had now it's Bogo's Binted. We have Bogo's Binted now, where we'll go up to random people at the school and go, Bogo's Binted, and they'll go, what? Or huh? And then we just laugh. Because it's the same fucking response every time that they hear it. Anybody I go up to, Bogo's Binted, they go, what? Or huh? And it's just same response. Everybody is like an AI. They're just, oh, huh? Or what? What did you say? Bogo is binted. That's what I said. Process it. It's funny.
I mean, I have this teacher. I'm not going to say his name because I feel like that's a privacy thing because,
You you act
well, I mean, anyone who's from my school knows exactly who I'm talking about. But he listens to a lot of metal music, right?
yeah.
And me and my band were like, "Hey, if we get permission from the principal, can we like set up a drum kit from the band room in here and have like practices every single Wednesday during lunch? And also, our lunch is an entire hour long."
Out
And
here
he
with
w-
the
and he was like, "Hell yes!" And we put a drum set in there. He locks the door while we're in there, and he just leaves, and we're just fucking screaming into a microphone and shit. It's really fun.
yeah. Let me see. I think the coolest teacher I have would just be my art teacher. Just because he doesn't give a fuck.
During summer school, I had said teacher like like fuck. I had the same teacher as like my like teacher in summer school, where basically none of the rules apply. Basically, you can wear anything you want, you can say anything you want, and the teachers don't give a fuck because it's technically not like actual school. You just sit in there on like fucking, I forgot what it's called. You just sit in there on like this computer program, and then you just do assignments, but like the teachers don't teach you the assignment, the computer does. And
That sounds like my everyday learning.
but basically, one time I was like, I wonder what said teacher would do if I just hit a vape right in front of him. So I just pulled it out. I took a fat it into the air, and he just looked at me. And his exact words were, "If you think I give a fuck, I don't." and me and my friend just started laughing, and we turned that into our vape spot. He was just like, "Just don't let the principal see you."
You want to know how big of a problem it got with people with wax pens at my school?
What?
They have um 15 active like at a police station next to the school. They have um security guards around the school, and they just fenced up the school too. And now they're also starting to do random bag searches of people just to see if they have like wax pens or weed or shit. Because people have been getting caught with vapes, wax pens, carts, batteries. Apparently, people have been hiding bags of meth in their wallet. It's like, dude, what the fuck? They've been catching
I,
people having sex in the bathrooms and just ditching to fuck. My school is eh. At least it's not like, oh wow, everything's uptight and fucking strict as shit.
at my school, basically what they've been doing is
Huh?
they lock certain bathrooms during lunch to where there's only one open, and there's two
That's
police
what they do with us.
officers. There's a female police officer and there's a girl one. No, there's a female and then there's a male one. Basically for each bathroom, and then they like stand inside the bathroom and just in case somebody decides to hit a vape or something. It's really. But one time, our school got threatened to get shot up like 8 times in a week, right?
Yeah.
And they were basically escorting every single class to their next class using cops. And there's probably like at least 50 cops there. And they did this
Damn.
for like 3 weeks. And like apparently they actually did catch somebody with like a gun.
Ooh.
But as soon as like let's say another high school, which is the one my friend Tristan goes to, gets like our principal's so stupid. He kept the school open, like not locked down or anything. And like as soon as another school gets a gun threat, like a minor one, not like 8 of them in a week, like where literally nothing happened. They locked down the entire school immediately, and then they called off school for like 2 weeks for that school. But our school stayed open the whole time.
Yeah, when we get gun threats, it's just like, oh, lockdown, and then we have Alice drill, where it's just like, oh wow, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna sit and wait, and then if they break into the classroom, we have every legal right to bash their fucking skull in with a desk. Meaning, if I wanted to, if that happened, and the person with the gun were to get into the room, and theoretically I am holding a mop like handle, a metal one, I could just bash it into this man's skull as hard as I want. And just boom. It's like, oh, self defense. I don't care. Boom. Head cracked in. I don't know. I could get away with that. It's funny. They're like, oh, we don't care. If they have a gun, just go ahead and self defense.
It seems like gun threats to schools are coming back like the 2018 type thing happened.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because people are like,
Because in
oh, wow.
2018 there was like 5 months to where like a school shooting on like the news was like a regular occurrence. Like every
It was
single
like
week, a new
weekly.
school.
It was just every week your school shot up, your school shot up, and then that was like the rise of Monkey Jones because he's like, oh shit, these people with the up stuff and it's a problem. And I think that's also starting to happen again because of COVID. Everybody had to lock up, stay in their houses, and they didn't have to show up to school because they're just ditch anyways. Um, Now people are trying to find a way out.
Also, if any person listening to this or watching on YouTube or whatever thinks we're trying to bring like light to school shooting or trying to make fun of it. No, like if
Nah,
you've ever considered shooting up a school, I hope you fucking die. Like
yeah, no, it's fucked up. It's not okay. There's
it's
people
not
are like,
okay at all. I just had to bring that up because I feel like some people are gonna try to take our words and twist them a little bit. But
yeah, that's like
it's
the lowest of people. They like they don't matter.
yeah.
They're pathetic.
I mean, basically with all that shit, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Man, the US education system is just failing.
Yeah, it sucks.
Man, America needs to just adapt. Be like Sweden, be like Norway. Innovate.
My teacher, there was a full on riot maybe like 3 years ago about said teacher that I've been talking about who likes metal music because he has metal albums all over his walls, like Iron Maiden, Slayer. He has punk albums, he has grunge albums all over his walls. That's literally the decorations at his classroom. And
Yeah.
they made him remove 5 albums, and I'll tell you exactly which ones they were. Nirvana's Nevermind for having a baby penis. Uh Slayer's God Hates Us All, Slayer's Rain in Blood, and one of them was Slayer's Repentless, and then Cannibal Corpse, Something Plague. Because all those albums, because all the Slayer albums either had blood or like Repentless is literally a picture of Jesus Christ with his head cut off and like blood coming out of him.
Bro, what the
And
fuck? Fuck school. Freedom of
and then
speech.
like the Nirvana's Nevermind had no reason to be taken off the wall. Like if you can't like stand to see a fucking baby penis, like it's not that big of a deal. Just mature up a little bit.
It's
And
like you're teaching kids about the PP and the sex anyways. Fucking let them see. Doesn't matter. They can be mature about it.
like it's not child porn. It's not that at all.
Yeah,
Like
it's not. It has the same equivalence as a family photo.
yeah, exactly. And then there's also the Cannibal Corpse album is understandable because it's literally like slaughtered babies hanging from like hooks.
Oh, it's that one. I fucking love that album. Holy shit. I wanted to get a hoodie with that on the back to wear it to school to see what would
Yeah.
happen.
And also he had to take down Issues by Korn.
Oh my fucking god, what? It's just a doll.
Yeah, that's all it is. They made him take down all those albums, and everyone who stands by the said teacher literally like went through the hallways like screaming, "Let him have his albums!" and shit. Like it was like a full thing.
That's fucking sick. Yo.
And like eventually they actually let him put back all the albums except for Slayer's Repentless.
Damn.
Because Repentless literally is a picture of Jesus Christ slaughtered. So I mean,
Oh.
you can understand that, but
Well, in modern society, a lot of people are Christians.
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to state what I believe on the internet yet because people are going to be like, damn, what the fuck? Or more or less,
Yeah.
they're just going to be confused by it because it's not really more. I don't believe in any religion. It's more I believe in philosophical ideas.
Yeah. I mean, with also there was a riot because this one football player got into an argument with another football player during a football game, and we were right next to what happened. I'll explain what happened in a second. But basically, it happened. Basically, there was this, and he got into an altercation with a cop, and the cop like tackled him really hard, and everyone thought he got tased, but he didn't. A lot of people were spreading around that got tased, but he didn't get tased. But uh, the next day, like there was a full on thing like against the school for being like racist and like homophobic, and like there was a full on protest against that, which is a good issue to talk about against like the community. And even the school director who directs like 10 of the schools around here had no issue with what they did. They're basically like basically like doing like basically they just like went outside and stood outside and basically like protested against it, which I have no problem with at all. But I mean that definitely gun threat thing, because there are people like threatening the school after that, and those people are like fucking scumbags. I hope they fucking die because it had nothing to do with the protests at all. And that entire week was just crazy.
Oh shit, you want to know what I've been seeing a lot of recently?
What?
Early 2000s nostalgia.
What,
Just
like
me?
2, 3 emo people?
No, like a bunch of GameCube shit and like, oh wow, early 2000s. Um reality TV shows, all of that stuff. I don't know. I've been seeing a big comeback of that, at least in out here. Like MP3 players started like popping up more out here. Um Let me see. A lot of GameCubes and retro Nintendo stuff too. Mostly just a lot of retro.
Yeah.
And then I've also been like a lot of psychedelic stuff too. The main styles out at my school are either dress up like a cholo, dress up you you just wear fucking expensive ass clothes, you're goth, you're a nerd, you're the casual hoodie wearer, you're the outcast, or you're me with my little group, the stoners, who wear tie dye. Doesn't matter, it'll be a tie dye hoodie, tie dye shirt, anything. If you're wearing tie dye, you're most likely high as fuck at my school. It's great. So it's just like, oh damn, they got a hoodie. Let's go up to them. Let's say hi to them. Yo, how you doing? Let's get some weed, and then you have a couple hits and you leave.
Yeah. And my school main styles are typical teenage boy clothing, like Nike wear and shit, which is kind of cringy. Or just like those people that stand by Under Armour for no reason and only wear Under Armour clothes and shoes. And then there's also like, then there's the emo section, which is very cringy because you see girls like in fucking dog collars dragging other girls around and them actually acting like fucking dogs.
Bro, but that's my friend group.
It's fucking cringy, I'm gonna be honest. But like,
That's like the people at my school.
and then you got like the typical like LGBT group, which doesn't really bother anyone inside my school, so it doesn't really matter. And they're just doing their own thing, so I support that. And then you got the grunge group, which is me and a few other people, probably around 30 people inside my school. And they're all cool. I love all of them. We hang out a lot. And then you got the typical fuck boys and fuck girls who decide to fucking make out like tongue in throat in the middle of the hallway in doorways to where you can't get past them, so you have to push them out of the way.
That happens in my fucking sixth period. Oh my god.
And then
It's
and then
always
there's
freshmen too.
and then there's the other people who decide to get the bathroom shut down because somebody walked inside the school bathroom one time and they reported to the principal exact words, "I saw some gay shit and I never want to go to this school ever again." Apparently there was some dude receiving anal in the middle of the bathroom, like not in a stall, just in the middle of the bathroom,
Damn.
like butt ass naked too. Like I don't give a shit what you do, like in your private time, but save it for after school. Like god damn, it's not that hard to wait.
You want to know what happened one time when they busted a bunch of people in my bathrooms at my school?
What?
So we have a student center where it's like a mid-center way to pass into the other buildings of the different subjects. And that bathroom, there's two sides, only one of them's open.
Yeah.
The film kids, right? They're allowed to wander the school and take photos. They go ahead, these group of freshmen bring out a, what was it? It was a 4-foot bong and California medical grade. Load it up. Don't worry about it. Go in the one that's supposed to be getting cleaned because the janitors don't do any work. Close the door and hotbox it with California medical grade. The smell can seeps out into the rest of the fucking hallway, and then they get caught.
Damn.
It's funny. People are like, "Oh fuck it, I don't care. I'll go ahead and risk this probably $300 bong. Bring that to school. Load it up with some $80 weed. Load that up. Get my $30 lighter. Light that shit. Bring it to school. Massive fucking hit, and then get caught."
I'd say the funnest time to be inside my school is like during band camp because it's 3 weeks before school starts, right? It's during the summer, and it's only the band inside the entire school, right?
Yeah.
And our school is pretty big, so and basically the percussion, which is what I'm in, basically have like these long breaks, which is like an hour long because if you're in percussion holding your instrument, which is like 75 pounds for hours, it hurts. And they give us like 1 hour breaks to where we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And me and my friends would just like walk around the school. Like, I remember one time, me and my friends were saying who can punch lockers the longest. I put like 8 dents inside a locker, dislocated 4 bones inside my hands,
Oh.
and literally had blood all over my hands from punching a freaking locker. And then also each school day during band camp is 12 hours long. It's from 8 to 8. And basically all you do is play music and just learn how to play your song. Well, the piece that we're working on. And
Yeah.
our piece was 4 movements long, which was about a 17-minute marching show.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And we finished that shit percussion in 3 days of the 3 weeks we had.
Nice.
And we were playing that shit amazingly to where our actual band director would come because we had somebody watching over us, which his name was Austin. He's amazing. Don't know his last name. Not gonna say his last name. But he's absolutely amazing. We called him Mr. Pterodactyl for no reason at all. And
You're just like, this name is sticking with you.
he was like the biggest Bo Burnham fan, so randomly we'd stop the entire thing just to sing Bo Burnham songs.
Oh, I fucking love Bo Burnham. I
And
love this guy now. I want to meet him.
and he was really good at percussion. Like if you have a really fun teacher that can actually get you motivated to learn anything, Like that's why we got it done so fast. Where our actual band director was literally in tears from how good our music sounded. Because every single other section didn't even make it halfway through the first movement, which is 5 minutes in.
Oh my god.
And so we were done with all 4 movements, and that would allow us to have so much time. And also, the food that they served at band camp, that shit was delicious. Because it was either like, it was always restaurant food from just random restaurants. And we
Yeah.
got a breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the day.
Oh shit.
And it was so good. And they always had enough for like 3 or 4 seconds for like each person. So like once you eat like one plate of food, you can be like, "Can I have seconds?" And they'll be like, "Yeah."
That's fucking sick.
Oh yeah, me and my friends started this thing where it's like Joe Swanson, and he's just like, "Hey Peter, I want seconds," and then like, Peter stands up. Well, no, not like fuck. What's his name? I know I said his name. Joe stands up out of his wheelchair and says, "Peter, these seconds are busting." It's literally like the main joke that came out of band camp, and it was just so funny because we created like all these like memes.
What would be the biggest meme from this podcast? What would you think that would be?
uh, I don't know. What would you say it is?
I have no clue. Um, we do have that the song that you made that's on the channel.
Oh God, ain't no sunshine when she comes. Watch us get copyrighted now.
Damn. Let me see. What other fucking memes did we have? We didn't really have much.
We
Like,
have my childhood fear of gorillas, but
yeah, we have a couple good snippets. We just don't have any good memes. Like any good. Ah, shit, that's a funny joke. Should this be like the season 1 finale, and then we just pick it up 2022, a new season?
yeah. Are we gonna
All
wrap
right.
it up now? It's been an hour and 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, we also got to cut out the 2 minutes from before where my mic fucking cut out, unless you want to leave that in.
uh, yeah. Who's doing the outro? Me.
Sure. Because
So
I
that
did
was
the
so that
intro.
was episode 7 of season 1 of the Sleepy Insomniac podcast. Thank you for listening to all these episodes in the first season. And we will probably get back to you sometime in January of next year. That's a big
Yes.
probably though. But
We might just put the whole thing on hiatus. Who knows?
who knows? We'll see you soon in season 2. Thank you
Yes.
and good night.
Good night, peoples.
Lazy.